What's the deal with everyone alive? What's the point of living if you know you're gonna die? What's the deal with everything on earth? Nothing holds true value, we just make up what it's worth. What's the deal with believing in a god? Think our superstitions are just getting rather odd. What's the point of anything I say? No one listens to my damn complaining anyway.
Hey, what's the deal with the Wii U? It's like the Wii with the ground. That's hard to say, you know. I don't know a whole lot about the whole Wii U and dealio craze. I haven't followed it that much. I do have a Wii, but I don't see myself buying a new system for quite a while. I don't know. I'm just not that interested at the moment. Maybe later I'll, feel like doing it. But here's one of the things I want to talk about mainly about that. Is that there's a new Super Smash Bros. Coming out. Like to mention that that's coming out for the Nintendo Wii U. And I was going to do a whole multi-part video thing about a bunch of stuff about Super Smash, but I did the part one and it was really long. I was like, okay, fuck that, it's going to be too long anyway. So what I decided to do instead is just kind of talk about sort of speculating a bunch of characters or anything. And I know a lot of people like to speculate and be like, who's going to be on it next? Or, like who do you think they should or will add? Stuff like that. Can get rid of and do all the shows. But what I just wanted to kind of bring up is like what I think, and a lot of people will agree with it too, I'm sure. But like there's like the one character I think they really should get. It would make a lot of sense. Would be like Megaman. There's a lot of options with Megaman. There's a lot of games. There's different incarnations they can do. There's a lot of characters they can add in. Megaman. From the original, like the Mega Man usually tends to learn different moves and stuff, so you can make a bunch of different moves instead of making them just like a projectile shooter. You can make him do a bunch of kinds of different moves that he learned from bosses that aren't necessarily projectile. So he's fair and balanced, and you got a lot to choose from. You got you got Mega Man. You got 8 games for the regular Mega Man, plus the new ones that came out with it. 9 and 10. Came out like 8-bit versions, and it's like, oh, you can't do an 8-bit, TV like a 2D Mega Man. Well, Mr. Game & Watch is 2D, and he's been in 2 games already. So fuck you, you could do that if you want, or make him into 3D somehow. I don't give a shit. You can put him in. Then they got Mega Man X, and it's like, okay, cool, yeah, Mega Man X, same deal with the 2D stuff. But he's got the moves and all that shit. That's cool. You do Mega Man X, he's pretty badass. Hell, you can have both if you want more people from it. A lot of the franchises have multiple people from them. There's also, you could do from the Mega Man Legends series on Mega Man Evolvement. I don't know a lot about that, how that would work out necessarily, but that would be sweet, you could do that too. He's already 3D for you, a little easier to transition if you felt like it. Then there's, from the Battle Network series, there's Mega Man EXE, which would be a little strange, but I think you could still work it in if you wanted to. Do any combinations of these or just one of these from somewhere. And there's a lot of side characters you could do. There's like, I don't know, like regular Mega Man. There's like, Base or Proto Man. From Mega Man X, you could have something like Zero or Sigma. Legend series, I don't really know who you do. Like I said, I've only played like one. And then from like EXE, you could do something like, Proto Man EXE or Guts Man, whatever. There's plenty of characters, and there's a lot there to choose from. And then, of course, like side characters for like assist trophies and, scenic areas, supporting character stuff. There's plenty to go into with Mega Man. So if it's just like a rights thing, I don't know. It'd be cool if they just did it, because Mega Man's awesome. And been in Nintendo for like a long time, and still making games. I don't know if they're still making new ones right now, if they're releasing more, but yeah, like they can. If they made 9 and 10, was stopping them from making 11, 12, making more shit. and then they can just sell it alongside it. So I think it's a pretty good call, pretty good sell. And not that any of you are necessarily going to be interested, but I figured I'd put a plug out there and get in some of the hype and craze and all that jazz about these things. Because I'm interested in that, and the video game thing. I do it all the time, so I'm a fucking nerd. So there you go. And yeah. I guess we'll find out more whenever the hell they release information on the fucking thing.
What's the point of anything I say? No one listens to my damn complaining anyway.